So today I'm going to be talking about the most underrated games on Roblox. Now before we start, there are a few ground rules. Rule number 1 is the fact that the game actually has to be playable and actually somewhat fun. Rule number 2 is that the game has to have less than 100 people. So any game above 100 people I do not consider underrated. So let's just do this. So our first game is called Destroy and Conquer. This game is pretty amazing. This game is relatively new. It was made in November of last year, so you know, it got that going for it, but essentially this game is like exactly like retro Roblox. If you were around during like 2008 to 2012, this game will send you on a nostalgia trip. Everything about this game is nostalgic. The avatars, the chat boxes, the map, the guns, everything in this game just screams Roblox nostalgia. And what's crazy about this game is the fact that this game only has one player, but it's actually such a fun game. The best way to describe this game is like maybe like Battlefield if it was like really clunky and really weird. The game features all bunch of game modes like Deathmatch and CTF, and there are 2 different classes you can choose. You can either be air support or you can be a ground troop. And believe me, being a ground troop in this game is chaotic. Since it's relying on complete old Roblox engines and all that stuff, the game is really clunky, but that clunkiness makes it kind of fun because with the planes in this game, they don't really take damage, and so you could theoretically fly by somebody, jump out of your plane, shoot them in the face with a shotgun, and then keep going about your day. And to be honest with you, I actually just discovered this game yesterday and I fell in love with it, so you guys need to play this game. Coming up on number 4 on our list, it's called Brick Battler Classic. Now, this game's a little bit different because it isn't anything like Destroy and Conquer. It does try to use old retro Roblox, but it's actually a single-player game. The game's been worked on for around the past 2 years, and it's honestly made a lot of progress. However, this is the only game that's currently discontinued because they're actually redoing the entire game to make it a third-person shooter. Which, if you have played with the guns in this game, it kind of does make a lot of sense. And if the game looks a little bit familiar, that's because this game was actually based off the really cool game called Ultra Kill, which is exactly like what this game is trying to do, except just with old FPSs instead of retro Roblox. This game features around like 10 weapons, and they all do really crazy and unique things, and they're really fun. Sadly, because this game isn't multiplayer though, you're left with only killing AIs and bots. But even with that, this game is still a blast. Now, obviously, because this game's a single-player game, you're not going to be spending a lot of hours on it, but it's honestly just a really good experience, and I recommend it to all Roblox FPS players. This is one of those games that make you appreciate the genre a lot more. Currently, at the time of writing this game only actually has 1 active player, which is crazy to me because this game's amazing. But this isn't the most underrated game on the list. We still have a few more after this. So let's move on. Our next one's a pretty interesting one. This game is called Tropical Royale. Now, if you've heard of this before, it's basically Fortnite inside Roblox. Now, what's crazy about this is that this game looks like it has hundreds of thousands of players, but it's actually really that with only 4 active players as we speak. And unlike a lot of games, this game actually features not only a party system, but a matchmaking system. It's not one of those games you hop in and you go into the middle of the circle and it'll teleport you to a place. It's one of those games where you actually click and it'll take you to a server that has loads of people in it. But sadly, because there's no loads of people, you're just gonna be playing the same lobby over and over again. But if everybody watches this video and plays the game, this game is amazing if you have a full lobby. Now, I'm not really much of a Fortnite player myself, but I honestly had a really good experience playing this game. I play it on stream quite often, and I get stream sniped every single time, so I want to bash my head against a ceiling fan. But when I'm not getting stream sniped and I'm absolutely dominating everyone, I feel like I'm on top of the world. The only thing that's holding this game back is really its player count. Since it is a battle royale game, it does need a lot of people to function really well, and it's kind of hard to get that first jump of people. But I guarantee if this game got its jump of people, this game would be popping off on Roblox. Like literally, this game is actually just Fortnite Roblox. You can build, you can get a golden scar, you can have friends. Okay, maybe not that last part, but you know what I mean. So once again, please check this game out because it's honestly really good. Now, before we get to the final 2, I just want to say that these videos take a long time to make and a lot of process and a lot of research and a lot of editing goes into it. So if you could do me a favor and help me out a ton by leaving a like if you don't know any of these games, that'd be amazing. If I was able to stump you on at least 1 game, I think it deserves a like. But let's go ahead and get to number 2 because this is where things start getting interesting. This next game is called Tunneler. Now, Tunneler, in my opinion, is one of the best Roblox games, period. First of all, if you look at it, it doesn't even look remotely like Roblox. I remember when I found this game for the very first time and I was dumbfounded that this was Roblox. This game literally has better graphics than the game it was based off of. And what's even crazier is that this game, as I'm speaking, has 33 active players. 33 for this! But let's talk about game specifics. What is Tunneler? Well, Tunneler is a really fun game that it's like a puzzle game and it's like Portal. Essentially, you are given a portal gun and you need to solve all the puzzles on the map. Literally just exactly like Portal. If you're into puzzles or just critical thinking in general, this game really is perfect for you. It does actually make you use your noggin a little bit because, I mean, I know I don't use my noggin. Yeah, I had a hard time trying to beat this game, I ain't gonna lie. But one thing that's holding back the game is really the lack of content. I would say at most it takes an hour to beat this game, but I honestly have no clue how long this took to make and how the person even pulled it off in the first place. This game is really criminally underrated. If you've never played it before, please take the time out of your day and play this. Like I said, it's like an hour playthrough. It's really fun. It'll make you think a little bit, and it'll honestly give you another appreciation of the genre. This game truly is a work of art, and it really needs to be put up there. And now it's time for our #1 most underrated games. Everybody pause the video right now and guess what you think this game is going to be, because this game is actually just... It really does blow my mind to see how criminally underrated this game is. And if you said Riot Fall, you would be correct. Riot Fall is the most underrated game on Roblox by a long shot. This game literally lives in frontline shadow, but it's still a very, very solid game. This is one of the only games on Roblox to have a prestige system, really cool guns, and really good progression and replayability. The best way to describe this game is literally just Call of Duty inside Roblox. Like, this game could literally easily be worth $60, but it's completely free. And do you know how much money this game took to make? I'm pretty sure Roblox threw in $500,000 to make this game, and this game only has 59 players. And with how good this game actually is, I really can't believe it. Honestly, I would say if you really want to beat this game, I think it would probably take you around 100 hours to probably get everything you wanted with camos and skins and all that stuff, because there are camo challenges for each and every individual gun. And if you do all the camo challenges, you get diamond in that category. It's just so cool. Every time I play this game, it honestly just sends me on a nostalgia trip about the old Call of Duty days. And honestly, it's just really fun. So that was my list. Let me know in the comments, do you agree, or did I snub a game that's also criminally underrated? If I did, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to check it out. Anyways, guys, let me know what I should do next down in the comments, and I love every single one of you guys. And remember, subscribe to Corny! And also use star code Corny, please. I'm broke. Please, please, please.